Alright, what's going on, you famaroonies? Raiyuden here. I hope the previous PvP season went well for you. As you can see, your boy got to the top 10k. I said in my last video I was going to stop at 7.3k, but I wasn't sure if that was good. I think 5 or 6 hours before the end of the PvP season, I was checking my rankings and I was in the high 8,000, so I was thinking I'll probably get a couple more matches in before maintenance hit, so I can be sure that I was in the top 10k. So I ended off at around 7.43k, something like that. I don't know, but either way, I like to make sure that I stay within the 8,000s. Some of you guys go hard in the PvP. I can't tolerate it. The PvP brings the worst out of this game. Just too much lag, too much nonsense. I can't stand it. So I do a little bit above the bare minimum for PvP, and then that's it. I honestly can't stand it. Now, relating to the video, the last thing that I commonly saw requested was to do an all trunks team, so that's what I'm doing here. And for my all trunks team, this is the team I'm going to be rocking. We're mainly going to be using the 2 extreme trunkses and the blue Super Saiyan 2 trunks, just because, I don't know, why not? I like the idea of using the 2 extreme trunkses because I want to take advantage of using those really cool extreme equips that were dropped from the challenge rush. And then on the bench is just other trunks units that would buff the hybrid Saiyans. Overall, it has pretty good synergy. It's not too bad. And yeah, let's just see how they do in PvP. Alright, here's the first match of the video against a completely random team. No surprise at all. Every time the PvP season begins, you always get the most random teams that people come up with, so not really shocked to see Cooler with the female warriors and Saiyans as well. I guess I don't know what the objective here was. Start out with our blue Super Saiyan 2 trunks. Now this match here is like, everything about this match is just everything I really hate about PvP. The freaking lag. It's just so ridiculous. Every time PvP season begins, usually things are fine. There's not a lot of lag because not a lot of people care. People don't bother with any of that crap because it's like, oh, it's just the beginning. We're just gonna have some fun with it. And then when they gotta dial it up when, you know, it's coming to the end of the PvP season because they need the top 10k rewards, that's when all that crap happens. But usually never at the beginning, but here it's happening. Look, oh, everything's fine, but once I have priority, let's start getting laggy. I'm just so sick of it, so tired of it. It's so frustrating because it's such an obvious problem, but they don't care. So frustrating. So far the match looks like it's going pretty well in our favor. Almost got my Rising Rush. Everything's looking good. Like, I can't do anything at all right here. I'm trying to... if things were fine, I would be able to dodge that. But instead he gets the Rising Rush off because the game's not registering me trying to vanish. It's so annoying. And I end up losing my trunks because of it. I'm thinking, okay, this is no different than pretty much all the matches I have. It's always this. It's always this crap. It's always I lose a guy from Rising Rush. They typically guess my Rising Rush, and then it's an uphill battle all the time. So I'm like, alright, this is nothing new. You can do this. Just gotta play it right. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to bait out the Goku. I remember, I don't quite remember what each of these trunkses actually do. Like, I don't remember what their main ability and passives are, except for the blue Super Saiyan 2 trunks. I know that his passive, he would heal every time he goes onto the bench, but he's dead, so it doesn't really matter. But I think this green one though, his main ability heals himself and the team and reduces cost. So I think I take advantage of that in the middle of the fight. I think I remember in the middle of it. So my top priority should have been to kill Khalifa. I should have Rising Rushed here, but I ended up saving it in like a dire situation. I lost my Vanish, so I figured I would dump all of their cards, buy time so I can swap out. Yeah, I think my top priority should have been to get rid of either Chi-Chi, who's at max health, or the Caulifla, who had type advantage over one of my guys. But I ended up just going for the Goku because I didn't have Vanish, I didn't want to take damage, and I had the opportunity, so if I could take out one of the guys, why not? Went ahead for it, kept this Trunks in because we had type advantage, and because we're not a Sun family unit, I'm not too worried about the damage we're going to take. All I was focused on was getting rid of Caulifla. If I got rid of Caulifla, I would be perfectly okay. I would have nothing to really worry about. See? Lag. Ridiculous. It was just a simple sidestep, and I used my card, but it just hesitated, and he gets a second Rising Rush. Everything about this match is what pisses me off about PvP. Ridiculous number of Rising Rushes, lag, failed or delayed input. This right here is everything that sucks about PvP put into one. So annoying. Look at this. Ridiculous. Even with all this lag that they use, you still lose. It's ridiculous. At this point, I have type advantage, and I'm not even worried about Chi-Chi. Like, this Trunks can easily handle Chi-Chi. If it was like Goten, then I'd be worried just because it's Sun family, but what's Chi-Chi gonna do? Yeah, that's nothing. One of her best abilities and did no damage. So I just go straight for the finish, get the win, immediately get tilted because this was the first match of the day, and I'm like, oh my god, I hate PvP now. Here's the second match of the video against another random team. It doesn't make sense. It's like Saiyans with a little bit of movies and Fusion Warriors. I have no idea what it is, but I mean, it doesn't matter to me. They could use the most random teams put together and I still gotta win. So I'm always going to start out with the blue Super Saiyan 2 Trunks just because when he goes back onto the bench, he heals 10% of his health. Gives me a little bit of margin of error. Couldn't get my key vanish, my key cancel vanish in time. Nothing new. I had to be careful. I'm trying to play around the types here. I know that Goten's gonna come out next. So there's a Goten. He used the Ki Blast, but thankfully I was in range. Not the worst situation to be in, but it is what it is. Wait for the sidestep. There we go. Get another card. The biggest threat here is probably that Gohan. I wanted to get rid of the Gohan first, the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I didn't want him to get his heal off. I didn't want him to use his ultimate ability, and he's overall just he does everything. My opponent gets his Rising Rush. No surprise at all. He didn't use a key blast. Yeah, I mean a key card, so that's why I guessed that one, but I was wrong. Lose my Trunks, but everyone gets buffed up on my bench, so I'm still thinking it's not the worst. I'm sure I can handle it. Brings in his Gohan, and I'm thinking this is good. I want to get rid of him first. Actually, no, I think what happened was I started to think that my top priority would be to try to kill Gohan and Goten and save this Rising Rush for the Vegito, because I noticed he was hesitant to bring him out. He hadn't bring him out once this entire match. Although right there I tried to use it just because I didn't want to afford to lose. I didn't want to lose a character. But worst case scenario happens. We lose our Trunks. He gets his ability off. It's not looking too good. But as always, it's nothing new to what I've been through. It honestly isn't. So just gotta do what you always do. Just get the win. It's a random team. My team has better synergy. As long as I play it right, I'm sure I get the win. So, take care of his Gohan. Goten's half dead. I'm saving the Rising Rush just for the Vegito because it seems to be his trump card. He seems to keep saving him. I was a little worried here, but he didn't realize you can't chain those together, so I go straight for it. And it would have been a good idea for him. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been a good idea if he swapped out. It would have Rising Rushed him either way. and then we get the win, get the little comeback there. And then here's the final match of the video against a Fusion Warrior slash Super Saiyan team. Like I said, it's kind of weird, kind of random. I guess it works. All I knew is he's probably starting with the Bardock, so it'd be okay if I started with my Super Saiyan 2 Go Trunks. And as always, the worst possible start happens. Not even surprised. He used 4 cards so far, and knowing this damn game, actually no, he used 5 cards so far, and knowing this damn game, he probably has at least 4 Dragon Balls already. Wouldn't even surprise me. Get him with the shoulder tackle, and my units are not doing that much damage. Now normally I would bring the green Trunks because of his healing ability, but I noticed he had no green units, and if I bought that green guy with Vegito guaranteed coming out, I would have lost him for sure. Vegito gets his crits off, and everyone's about to get destroyed. No surprise at all. Just stupid amounts of damage. 1.4 mil with what? 3 cards? Stupid. He definitely has a Rising Rush as well, so I'm worried about that. And I can't get a single Vanish off. I already lost the guy without him using Rising Rush. I already know things are bad. Yeah, things were not looking good. But I didn't want to give up. Still wanted to give it a shot. Never want to give up in your fights even if things are looking pretty bad, like as bad as this. So look at that lag. It's our best friend lag. This game shouldn't even be called Dragon Ball Legends. It should just be called Dragon Ball Lag. That's what this game is, Dragon Ball Lag. That's all it is. I was hoping for a strike card there to increase the distance. I used this ability just because I wanted to drop his cards without Vegito being out. Catch him in the side step. I used the Ki Blast in case Vegito came in. I wanted to Rising Rush the hell out of that guy. Bring in the Trunks. I was worried here because I had to survive for 8 timer counts. I wanted him to go back on the bench and to heal, but it doesn't work out for me. He uses his Rising Rush here. This entire game, this entire match, he hasn't used a single green card. So I decide, okay, that's what I'm gonna use, and I guessed it correctly. And what's nice is because this Trunks is able to heal a little bit when he goes back on the bench. He's not always, you know, 1 tap away from dying. Go ahead and go for the Vegito here. Because I guessed the green card, I didn't think he would be guessing his green card as well, but he does, so Vegito lives. Thankfully, he gives me time in order to swap out. He messes up right there, which is okay, that works in my favor. Should have went ahead for another card there, but I'm just trying to buy time here. I'm like desperate for buying time, and for some reason he stands still. No complaints from me. Go ahead, stand still. I'm just here to try to get the win. Get rid of him. Now, things are... I wish I wasn't put in a position where my Trunks was the one that was on the field while someone else was on the bench, but I was hoping for 1 Dragon Ball, but doesn't look like we get one. I was hoping to buy time, but it doesn't work out in the end. And we lose, unfortunately. It was pretty close considering that awful climb. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys make it vocal, your frustrations with all this damn lag, because man, I'm getting so tired of it. So sick of it. I'm going to be doing a video on that new Goku because I think his green card's really interesting, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, have a good one.